Have you ever noticed something strange about the way we talk about ourselves? When someone asks who we are, we rarely describe our character. Instead, we describe what we do, our job, our achievements, our progress. And quietly, almost without noticing it, our productivity becomes our identity. But something dangerous happens when this shift occurs, because the moment productivity becomes identity, rest begins to feel like failure. In modern life, productivity is praised everywhere. People admire those who wake up early, optimize their time, track their goals, and constantly move forward. Busyness begins to feel like virtue. If your schedule is full, you must be important. If you are exhausted, you must be working hard. If you are always producing something, you must be doing life correctly. At first, this seems harmless. After all, effort and discipline are valuable qualities. But slowly, something subtle happens. The work stops being something we do, and it becomes something we are. Psychologists have noticed a quiet pattern. People who tie their identity too closely to productivity often experience a strange form of anxiety. Not because they are failing, but because they are afraid to stop. Stopping feels dangerous. A day without progress feels like losing ground. An empty evening feels uncomfortable. And rest begins to carry a strange guilt. Because if productivity defines who you are, then what are you when you are not producing? This is where the trap begins. Your worth slowly becomes tied to your output, and your inner life becomes measured by results. Long before productivity culture existed, philosophers warned about this danger. The ancient Greeks believed that a good life required something called skole. Skole meant time that was not spent producing anything. Time to think, time to observe, time to simply exist. They believed that without this kind of space, a human being slowly loses contact with their deeper self. Because if every moment is used to create something, you never have the chance to understand who you are without it. When productivity becomes identity, life starts to shrink in ways we rarely notice. You stop enjoying rest. You stop doing things that have no measurable outcome. You begin asking questions like, is this a good use of my time? Will this help me get ahead? Is this productive enough? And slowly, moments that used to feel meaningful starts to feel unnecessary. Quiet walks, long conversations, sitting with your own thoughts, none of this produce results. But strangely, they are often the experiences that make life feel most alive. The solution is not abandoning productivity. Work, discipline, and effort are important parts of life. But they were never meant to define our value. Your worth cannot be measured in tasks completed, goals achieved, or hours optimized. You existed before your achievements, and your life still has meaning, even on the days when nothing is accomplished. Because a human life is not only meant to produce, it is also meant to experience. So the next time you feel uneasy doing nothing, notice what your mind is saying. If it tells you that your value depends on productivity, remember this. You are not a machine designed for output. You are a human being. And some of the most meaningful parts of life happen in moments that produce nothing at all. Sometimes the most important thing you can do is to simply stop.